Previously on DSA. I crossed into Chile, rode next to some giant volcanoes, had our stuff and Justin's passport stolen, appeared in the Chilean national news, walked around a local flea market, negotiated a deal with the thieves and bought our own stuff back, saw a lonely locomotive on a lonely desert, crossed the Tropic of Capricorn, stared at a hand sticking out of the desert floor, tried my hands on astrophotography. Next, me and Greg decided to hop on over to Argentina real quick via Paso Agua Negra. Paso Agua Negra quite literally translates to Blackwater Mountain Pass. I certainly did not see any black water in this region. Water looked more green to me. But what was certain though was it was very much a desert and very much cold up in the altitude. And just like any other border crossing, there is a region of no man's land between the two countries. In this case, the no man's land was about 200 kilometers. Don't let the desert atmosphere fool you. Paso Agua Negra is high. I mean, it's 15,680 feet high, and I couldn't feel my hands or my feet or my face. As high as this place was, I think this road sign was a little exaggerated. But the view though, just beautiful. I mean, look at the colors in the background. It makes the Rainbow Mountain in Peru look like a little molehill. God, this place was beautiful. Here's a little piece of footage from Greg's phone. At 15,680 feet, Paso Agua Negra is the highest road that connects Chile and Argentina over the Andes. This route is not for people with vertigo, that's for sure. And it's only open in the summer. I'm not going to scare you or create drama by saying this is a dangerous road, because it isn't. The road was well paved till the Laguna and well compacted gravel for the rest of the way till you reach Argentina customs. The border crossing again was very civilized, no complaints there. Once in Argentina, everything was as developed as Chile. The roads were well paved, just like in Chile. Greg didn't think that 200 kilometers of gravel was adventurous enough. He suggested that we take a detour via the beaten path. This beaten path led to someone's farm. Then it was just barely a path, which was exactly what Greg wanted, so he put the hammer down and went on ahead. Me, on the other hand, though, well, this is Argentina's idea of a highway. This is a highway. That's right, a highway. And needless to say, sand is very thick. Turns out too thick for my motorcycle, and I've gone off. And I've got nobody around me to help me pick it up. Obviously, I'm not strong enough to pick it up myself. So I have to take the panniers off, take all the luggage off, and hopefully I'll be able to get it up with a reduced load. Otherwise, I'm in the middle of nowhere with no help. Soon we realized why the road was in such a state. At the end of the road, there was a big effing sign which said "Road Closed." It was funny because there was no such sign on the entrance, which would have prevented us from entering in the first place. Then we got on the tarmac, which lasted about 5 feet. Coming back from here, tarmac. How far does it last? Till there. Continue on dirt road again. Eventually, the roads got much better in terms of asphalt and scenery. The short stint in Argentina was eventful to say the least. I will be back here soon. Right now, it was time to get back to Chile via the Paso Internacional Los Libertadores. This pass is a commercial route which connects the Chilean capital city of Santiago and Mendoza in Argentina. When I said border crossing was civilized, I meant it. Look at the structure they have built into a mountain. Despite this fancy structure, multiple counters and modern technology, there was still a considerable wait to go through. The wait was long enough and it got dark. Once on the Chilean side, my navigation presented this route to me. And this is how it looked in reality. Amazing. With my newly acquired skill of night photography, I tried my hands on some light trails, which turned out well, I thought. Waiting to capture light trails means I had to tackle this road in the dark. In reality, it was a slow ride over a series of switchbacks under moderate truck traffic. Nowhere as challenging as it looked. We stayed in a quiet B&B that night. The owner of the B&B had a small gift for me the following morning.
Yes. Thank you very much for your visit in Chile and the first time in his hotel. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, thank you for your hospitality.
Thank you.
So,
It's a wonderful gift as well.
first time there is an Indian name, and this is the gift our kind gentleman here is offering us. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for you.
Wow.
No, disfruten el viaje, pues si la idea es disfrutar. Y este tipo de vino, insisto, esta área es muy buena para este tipo de vino. Que queda aquí a 2 kilómetros.
¿En Chile?
Yeah, no. Yes, in Chile. Chile, the best wine is there.
He went on to explain that the wine bottle I got was a premium one and would sell for about $60 a bottle outside. Or so I thought with my broken Spanish. Anyway, here on it was a straight shot to Santiago, and it was my priority to get a new chain and sprocket, so I rode straight to the Triumph dealership. My bike got a clean wash, installed new chain and sprocket, and an item of luxury: heated handle grips. While in Santiago, we stayed in a motorbikers hostel called Hostel Casa Mate, found on iOverlander. This hostel brought together a bunch of overland motorcyclists in one place. The Dutch guy Joris I met on Stallrat randomly showed up at the gate. We were also reunited with Justin here. The place literally had motorcycles in the living room. You could also store your bike, and there was a garage with tools which was free to use. I'm sure a lot of overlanders use this perk. And I had some food from the motherland. The cool hostel, good food, and bike service were all the perks of a big city. However, remember from the previous episode that Chile was in the middle of a revolution? Well, Santiago was the ground zero of this revolution. All the monuments in the downtown area were coated over by layers and layers of graffiti. A quick downtown stroll, we saw all the protesters on the street shouting against the government. And then, a water cannon. I mean, I had only seen this stuff on TV. It turns out that the Chilean government was increasing taxes for no reason, and inflation was skyrocketing. The people had enough and started revolting. The water cannons might have dispersed the crowd a bit, but the spirit of Chileans were intact. Until COVID hit, of course. The following day, it was good news from Mall Plaza HQ. Yes, the parking lot where our stuff was stolen. They wrote us a check worth $500 USD for our troubles in Calama. Again, we take every dollar that comes our way. Santiago was a good break. Beyond Santiago, just 1,000 kilometers separated us from Puerto Montt, which was the gateway to Patagonia. Our aim was to start early and crush these 1,000 Ks ASAP. But the protesters had an early start too. We beat the protesters and got out of the city. I will end this short but eventful episode here. Catch me next time as I enter one of the most beautiful places on this planet, Patagonia.